TCG Automate is an AI image recognition tool that can allow you to upload pictures of your trading cards, and then it will recognize them and generate the perfect eBay listings that you could upload in seconds. You could list 1,000 cards an hour by using this tool. But how do you actually get started and start using this TCG Automate? So first, if you want, you could join the Discord where you could talk with other users and also talk with me as the developer and owner of TCG Automate. And that is a great way just to get in touch with other eBay sellers and just learn from each other. And the next thing is to get started, you're going to want to make an account by signing in. And you could sign in using your Gmail and your Google account for a quick and easy sign in. So just go to this sign in button up top and then click sign in with Google. And then the next thing is you're going to want to select a subscription. So the plans range from $10 a month all the way up to $175 a month if you're paying monthly. However, if you buy a yearly subscription, you are saving anywhere from 10 to 20% in total. So if you plan on using this for a while and you have a pretty established business, it would make most sense to get a yearly subscription just to save money overall. Then once you log in, you're going to come to this batches page and dashboard where you will see all of the batches you have made, and you can also delete them if you like to clean things up. Now these are just some example ones that I ran earlier, and it shows a quick card for just easy reference, the number of cards and when you created it. Before you start listing cards, you're going to want to go to this settings page and just pre-fill all of this data that will be needed for listing cards on eBay. So what you'll need to do is put in your city and state. For example, you could type Austin, Texas, and instead of saying Texas, just put the abbreviations because that's how eBay requests it. And then you also put in your zip code. Just the first 5 are fine. You don't need to put the extra 4 at the end after a dash. And then save your changes. And if you ever need to change it back or add a new one, just go back here and change it again. Next up is the policies. So these are what eBay requires for sellers, is that you have policies set up, which are payment, shipping, and return policies. And you're just going to want to copy and paste them in here so that every time you make a listing with TCG Automate, it will use those policies. And if you don't know which policies you have, or if you don't have any set up, just click on this link here that says find your eBay business policies, and it will take you directly to the page that has them. So the 3 that I have for this video today is default payment, default shipping, and default return. So I would go in here. For the payment policy, I would just type in default payment, and then I would do the same for shipping and return, and then save your changes. And if you ever need to add or change them, you can do that again as well. Next up is store categories. So this applies to sellers that have a store subscription on eBay. And if you want to add your store categories, you can just go ahead and click this plus button right here and type in the category ID and the name just for your reference. And again, if you need to find your store categories, you can click on this link and it will take you exactly to the store categories page. So one example I have been using TCG Automate for is my English singles. So I would go in here, and let's say I wanted to add this XY singles category. I would copy this category number and then go here and put it for the category ID. And just for my reference, I would say XY singles as the store category and click save. And let's say I had another one, I could add another. And if I wanted to remove any, I could just delete them. And then the next step is templates. So this is how the title and description will be formatted. So if you want to add a title template, which is actually required now just for simplicity, you're going to have to click this plus button and set up your template. So let's say you want one specifically for reverse cards, like reverse hollows. Put just a template name for your reference. And then for the title template, these brackets here with a variable name inside of it will mean that for every card you scan in, it will take that card name and put it as the first value. Then for the rarity, it will take the rarity and put it there. Set name, same thing. So let's say for reverse hollows, I wanted to actually say reverse hollow. I would put name and then the text of reverse hollow along with rarity, set name, number, and then I would also put in condition. So currently the values that you could have automatically set up are name, rarity, set name, number, and condition. I will be adding more values that you could put in here in the future, but right now that is what is there. And for description, you could fill it out however you like. I just prefer to just put my title in the description, but other people like to add more details and say their shipping policies on their how they ship cards and more descriptions of the cards. But just for simplicity, I'm going to put my title here. You could also make things bold, underline stuff, put a link to something in there. And then once you finish, you just save it. So once you do that, you are fully set up to start listing with TCG Automate. And then you will want to go to this list cards page. And on this page is where you put in all the information for your card batch. So first up is the template. So as you saw earlier, we created those templates. And let's say I'm going to be inputting some light play to near mint cards. The batch name, this doesn't really matter, but if you want to have a SKU system for easy reference, you could put a batch name that would help you. And I also added this feature up top. So it's like, let's say the last batch you made was PO12 for Pokemon 12, like the 12th batch of Pokemon. Put that, and then the next time you go to make a batch, it will say that the last batch you used was PO12. So then you'll know to put PO13 for this one. Then you'll select your store category. This is optional, you don't have to do it. Then you'll select the overall condition of what cards you'll be inputting, and you could change this later, so don't worry too much if there's some cards varying in condition. Same with the buy now price. Put a value here, and you could change it again later if you want. Front and back is the default option, but if you want to upload just pictures of the front, you can also choose that. And then you select the TCG. So there is currently Pokemon English, Japanese, Magic the Gathering, and One Piece. For this video, I'll be doing Pokemon English. Then you could select your card type. So in this example, I'm going to be uploading a Pokemon card. And these are the specialties from eBay item specifics if you want to fill that out. And the finish. So one other feature for the finish is that if you select, let's say, reverse hollows, it is going to predict cards assuming that they are all reverse hollows. So that way you get the most accurate market prices available for those cards. And let's say, same with unlimited. Let's say you're uploading a bunch of Wizards of the Coast Pokemon cards, and you don't want the market price that gets shown to be the first edition cards because that's just not accurate. It will show you the unlimited market price cards. So for this example, let's just say we're uploading a first edition. And then what you'll want to do is go to this upload button and click on it and upload your card. You could also preview the images that you've put in the upload section so that way you can see, do you have everything and are they in the correct order? Because when you're uploading using front and back, you're going to want to make sure that the front card is first. Otherwise, it will predict the card looking at the back of it, which is not accurate, as we would all assume. So make sure that the front card is up first, and then submit your batch when everything is ready. And it's pretty quick, like as you just saw there, it took 1 second to upload this card. And it fills out this perfectly generated listing. Pikachu, obviously it's not a reverse hollow, but that's just how the template was. Common, jungle, the number, and then light play to near mint. Now, this price column showing the price that I set in the batch, but let's say, considering that the market price is $8.21, I want to list it for $10. And the condition, near mint, it's a Pokemon card. All these things you could change if you want to. Same with these item specifics and the description. But let's say it didn't predict that it was a Pikachu card. You can click on this show other predictions and it will show you other cards that it thought it was, like this Lieutenant Surge's Pikachu, which is not accurate, but let's just assume it was. You could click on that one and then select it from there. Or let's say neither of those predictions were accurate. You could type in Pikachu and then you will just get a whole list of Pikachu cards that you can select. So let's scroll down to Jungle and click on it right here, and it will just fill out all the information. And then once you get everything set up and all of your listings look good from this page, you can save your changes just in case, and then download this CSV. to make the live listing. If you want to just make a draft, you could also download the draft CSV, but let's do the full listing. So it'll download this one right here. And then what you'll want to do is go to eBay and go to this report section right here. Go to uploads, scroll down, upload template, choose file, and then select the CSV that you generated from TCG Automate. Then it will begin uploading that batch, and it's pretty quick. This part takes around 20 seconds to a minute, depending on how many cards are in there. And then once it's finished, it'll say your upload is complete. You can see the status right here. And let's just see how the listing looks. So if we go to our listings, we will see this Pikachu first edition listing. And let's just see how it looks. Perfect. It has everything you need, has all of the item specifics filled out. Pokemon, the rarity, set, card name, character, manufacturer, number, and it also shows an image of the card in your description just for professionalism. I think it looks very professional to have a picture in the description as well. And that is how you make the perfect listing with TCG Automate. So give it a shot. Let me know your thoughts on it. A lot of people have been really liking it so far. And check out the Discord if you want to speak to other users before you hop in, or just to talk with other people as you're listing cards with TCG Automate.